Remember, if you enjoy our content, don't forget to like the video and drop a comment. And if you truly want us to become popular, do some of the work. And by some of the work, I mean all of the work. Enjoy the video, because if we don't get a certain amount of likes, you might not have another video. Oh, hold up a bit. Thought I was finished? No, I'm not finished. Subscribe to this channel or die in the worst way possible. I want your eyes to fall out of your fucking sockets. How can you enjoy all of this great content and not click that subscribe button? What is wrong with you? Where is your humanity?
Yo, what's up?
Here we go. One.
Okay.
Two. Gotta start off like superheroes, man. We gotta do our superhero landing and shit.
So start off like the Dark Avengers and shit.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, go. What up? Bushido Spirit, SMH Podcast Network. This is the Dark Avengers Podcast.
Yo, what's up?
And that's, of course, Mo, our co-host here, the most knowledgeable person I know about comics. I don't know shit about comics, that. You know. Yeah, that's a compliment, Mo. Well, it's not really, because we don't know shit. I mean, you... knows.
I mean, being the smartest in the room full of idiots is still a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I guess. I mean, if you take Joey and beating handicapped people and shit, I mean,
I know, man. It's a bunch of niggas with no legs, and that one nigga with one leg shows up, and it's just like, you're better than them, but not by much, nigga. You still impaired in the real world.
I know, right? We ain't even got artificial legs. We ain't got no legs. We ain't like Tank. He got fake legs. We ain't got no legs. We crawling across the finish line.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is the Dark Avengers.
You like that nigga from Batman v Superman shit. No legs.
Oh, yeah. We that nigga right there that blew up the building. Spoiler alert. He blew up the building and shit.
Yeah.
But, we are the Dark Offender. I say offenders. Dark Avengers.
We going to jail now?
Yeah, we the Dark Offenders, man. That's why cops shooting us and shit, man. We always dark, always offended.
You see, the first name is the one we picked. The second name is what we actually are. We are the Dark Offenders.
The Dark Offenders. That's our real name, the Dark Offenders.
Don't tell no one.
The Dark Offenders Podcast. Here you go. And basically what we do here is we talk about a bunch of nerd shit. You know, the other podcasts, we mainly focus on anime and stuff like that. This podcast, we talk about comic book news, and not specifically comic book shit, but like movie-based shit. MCU and DCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe and DC Cinematic Universe. And popular comics like The Walking Dead and stuff like that.
It's like this show, like this new comic book news coming out like every day, and this is pretty much a show for us to be able to update you on the news that's coming out, and pretty much tell you our opinions and some things that we care about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And a shit ton of trailers dropped. A whole bunch of fucking trailers.
Oh yeah. Great time to be a comic book fan.
Yes, they wanted to make sure that people knew that these movies was hitting the streets. And the first trailer we're going to talk about is the one that came out yesterday. It came out on Jimmy Kimmel Live. I think that's usually how they promote trailers nowadays. They come out on these
is that how it is now? Like fucking Jimmy Kimmel and shit.
Yeah, that's how they showcase new trailers and stuff. Because I remember, I think, was it Rogue One that came out on USA Today? Morning,
yeah.
Whatever the fuck.
I don't know why everyone's just dropping stuff from like these talk shows. These shows are dying too. So it's
I don't even watch TV, man. Like the only time I hear about these shows is when trailers drop on them.
You want to know last time I heard about Jimmy Kimmel? Last time I heard about Jimmy Kimmel was when he was trying to cuss out like PewDiePie, cause that nigga needed the views on YouTube. That's the last time I heard about Jimmy Kimmel.
We tried to cuss out PewDiePie.
Yeah, he cuss out gamers and stuff. He was just like, he pretty much saying stuff like, these niggas don't do jack shit. They just play games and people watch them. He's like, I don't get it. These people suck.
I mean, I don't want to speak for everybody, but PewDiePie definitely don't do shit.
Hey, you hate it, man.
No, man,
I don't watch his videos, but I get it. I understand.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
man, I
Like,
watched
nigga,
his shit and I was like, no.
I feel the reason that nigga is like that is because he appeals to kids. You know what I mean? Little kids watch that nigga. And it's like they find him funny. He's like, oh, he said pussy. You know what I mean? That's pretty.
PewDiePie say pussy.
Yes, he says all types of stuff.
I just thought he made baby noises and shit.
Yeah, he does, and then he throws pussy in there.
I guess. Well, I changed my opinion. Then he's great. He deserves
You love him now,
everything
man.
he's getting. Yeah, he said the P word. But let's
Man, the
get
P word. I'll tell you what, man.
let's get right into the first discussion, and let's move on to Suicide Squad. Squad up.
Squad.
Suicide Squad trailer also dropped. Hold up. Yeah, it's Suicide Squad. The Blitz trailer dropped, and it got different music and shit. They changed things up a little bit, inserted a lot of humor into this trailer. First trailer had some humor in it too, but this trailer had way more than usual. But we're gonna talk about that later. You said you had a news story about the director making
Yeah. I mean,
reshoots
we
and
could
stuff
talk
like
about the trailer. We just don't have to talk about like the comedy aspect of it. Yeah, I mean, we'll
No,
save
I
that
mean
for
we're not
later.
gonna talk about it. I'm just mentioning it. It's like I'm foreshadowing and shit.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah, I know you get me, nigga, 'cause I'm a genius. Anyway,
Chill.
let's let's talk about this Suicide Squad. I'm fucking up. Suicide Squad trailer. I'm gonna say Suicide Squad.
Nigga, the English language committed suicide when you said that shit.
What do you tell us about this Suicide Squad? Tell us about this Suicide Squad trailer.
All right, so the Suicide Squad trailer pretty much it was everything you liked about the second trailer plus more. I feel as if this trailer pretty much was just a lot of character moments. That's what I really liked. It was supposed to be funny, but at the same time it was to help you understand particular characters and stuff. Like it showed you parts of the relationship between El Diablo and Will Smith as Deadshot.
El Diablo, the bald-headed dude with tattoos.
Yeah, he's the Hispanic dude with the firepows and stuff. That's
speaking of that, this cast is super diverse now. Like,
yeah, it is. They have an Asian, they have a Hispanic dude, they have I think a Native American in there. They have a black dude, a white girl.
I was like, damn.
They have everything. They have like, you know what I mean? They go all sides of the world and stuff. That's really cool. Actually, I didn't even notice that.
It's like the most diverse cast DC has done.
So something that they never mentioned, you probably didn't notice, is that Killer Croc is a Nigerian nigga.
Oh,
like
I kind of mentioned that. I didn't mention. I kind of knew that he was.
Yeah, like if you look at the credits and stuff, like you just see all these plain Jane ordinary names like Will Smith and stuff, and then at the end you see Alaquene, like Quickly or something like that.
Mabutu.
like you got a nigga like his middle name is or something like that.
Oh, it's racist. It's racist. No, it's racist. It's 2 clicks, man, not 3.
Yo, but that's pretty much what I'm saying. Like, the trailer was really cool because it had like the Ballroom Blitz song and everything. And there was this moment in the trailer where pretty much the music stopped and like Harley Quinn was just like, "Oh no!" And you see the Joker walk out with his pink coat and stuff.
God, and by the way, Harley Quinn, that Margot Robbie, she fine than a motherfucker.
Yeah, Margot Robbie, she bad as shit. Yeah, I love that scene where it's just like she changing and stuff, and even like the female officers look around, look at her and stuff. I'm just like, you tell the bitches dyke now. Is this what's happening?
Wait, who's that? Who's that Asian chick in this trailer too? She look bad too. I can't
see
her face,
yeah, she's Katana. Yeah, she's pretty cool. I think that's crazy. Like, I really like the team. Something I really realized. You know, the main villain in this movie is Common, right?
You break it up again.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
You know the main villain in this movie is Common, right?
Wait, the rapper?
Yeah, Common the rapper. he's the main villain.
Who the fuck he playing?
He's playing a guy called the Tattooed Man. He's a man with like tattoos all over his body, and his power is he can bring to life the tattoos on his body. Like he'll have like a dragon tattoo and stuff, and he'll have like a dragon come out of his back and stuff like that.
You know what? I'm happy they didn't show that shit in this trailer.
I think they might have. They might have. We just don't know it. Like I think there was a scene where they had like a tentacle come out of nowhere. That
Okay.
might be him. Who knows?
But they didn't show him, so that's cool. I'm glad they not showing
No, they
everything.
didn't show him at all. Yeah, that's really cool. They didn't show anything like to do with him. Also, like certain theories and stuff were going around. Like like when the trailer was talking, he said, like you know that guy where he's like, you do this, you die. You do this, you die. And if you do this, you die.
Okay.
And
Who is
there's like the trailer did this clever thing where it's like Slipknot, like one of the guys that everyone said is gonna die. He uses his grappling hook type thing, and he tries to run away. And it's like as soon as that happens, the voice track says "you die," pretty much hitting that he's gonna die. Because he's gonna escape us. So I'm like, you definitely died. Now this trailer don't like you, man. He said you were gonna die. It's just like it just gave away. Plus, that niggas had no lines in the free trailers that we've seen so far. Even El Diablo's Bold Us had a line. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, El Diablo, whatever his name is, got a lot of lines this trailer.
Oh, yeah. I like that whole water thing they had where it was pretty much, would you want to drink whiskey and stuff like that? It's just like, yeah, that's a good idea, honey. I like that.
Yeah, I like the humor here. And I like that it's dark, but at the same time, it's colorful and light. It's fun looking.
Definitely, and I like how much action scenes there are. Do you know what I mean? There's lots of stuff going on. It's really cool. And I think it's a really unique and interesting way to introduce you to the DC villains. Like, it's a really interesting way to look at it, where you have Batman v Superman, whatever you think of it, it's a movie of heroes. Do you know what I mean? It's a film introducing you to the heroes of this universe. And Suicide Squad is the next film, and it's pretty much meet the villains. Do you know what I mean? And it's pretty cool.
And I like that setup, but they fucked up so bad with the fucking Batman vs Superman thing. It kind of ruined everything.
Yeah, that's very true. But at the same time, it's like, this movie looks fun, and it could save people's opinions on this universe, because it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, this movie hasn't given me a reason not to go see it yet.
True.
Like, everything's been good.
What are your thoughts on the Joker, man? The Joker looked cool as shit in this trailer. What are your thoughts on him?
I think my thing with the Joker is that I was so shaky about the design when I first saw it, but then every trailer has made me like it more.
Yeah.
Great actor. I don't doubt him at all. The coat's like, I like how he has a pink coat.
Hold on, Mo. Like, I don't know what's wrong with your connection, but are you using Wi-Fi or some shit? Like, what's going on, man?
Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna have to fix this. Give me a sec. Give me a sec.
But yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see Will Smith in this too, man. Like Will Smith don't always do good movies, but the movies that he is in are entertaining at least. So at least we had that to look forward to.
Yeah. I mean, like my thing is, I don't have any doubt that Will Smith will be good in this role, because this seems like his type of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, it seems like in every movie that I see him in, he's always some dad that's managed to lose his daughter somehow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what Deadshot is after seeing the animation film. Yeah.
That's pretty much what his entire dynamic is, that he does it for his daughter. Do you know what I mean? That's his relationship. Like, he is a good guy in a bad business. That's pretty much his entire role.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and I heard some rumors that apparently that scene where Joker shows up, that might be the scene where he loses his eye. Apparently. So that would be cool.
Wait, so Deadshot only has one eye?
Yeah, from what I know, like every incarnation I've seen, he's had one eye. He's has an eye patch and shit. And that's what makes him so great. It's just like the fact that he is the best marksman ever, like in DC and stuff. But he only has one eye.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That one eye.
I mean, I guess that's what makes him unique. Because other than that, it's just a motherfucker that shoots.
Yeah.
Well.
All you need is one eye to look for that scope, man. Like, you don't need. I mean, it's not binoculars in that bitch. It's just one eye.
Wait, but he didn't lose his eye in the animation movie. Like, why are they doing it in the film?
Oh, didn't he only have one eye anyway?
Did he? I remember him having two eyes.
He probably did. I can't remember. Like, different incarnations, man. They might just not do it whatsoever. But it's like it's up there. If there's a reason for him to get it, it's gonna be the Joker. Do you know what I mean? Like, because like there's this whole thing that they were hitting throughout the trailers, this romance between Harley and Deadshot, sort of like an animated movie too. You know, they had that sort of romance going on and stuff. Like I could have just imagined the Joker like just showing up and being like, "Oh, so you think you can be with Harley and stuff?" and just put his finger through his eye or some shit, some ridiculous thing. I don't know, or shooting through the eye, some bullshit.
I will say one thing about this new version of the Joker. He is. Because Heath Ledger played a good Joker, but he played a psychotic, evil person. But he wasn't really strong. He wasn't really tough.
Yeah.
This Joker right here, like, he can beat your ass. So,
yeah, definitely. I mean, like, that's what I keep saying this. This is Pimp Joker. He's got the pimp coat. You know what I mean? That's his entire thing. Like,
Joker.
Yeah. I think my favorite part is that, like, from the previous trailers, the whole thing where the thing that cemented the fact that I think I'm going to like this Joker is when he said something like, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you really, really bad. I'm like, I was like, damn, he's a Joker. That was pretty much my favorite moment of it. And it's just like the whole scene where I think he was in that one room and he's laughing and he has like, the blades around him. And like people always complaining that this Joker doesn't look like the one from the comics and stuff because he's got the tattoos and stuff. But I have my own theories. Do you know what I mean? Like there's the whole thing where it's like, first theory I have is that after the Joker killed Jason Todd, I feel like the reason he has all that like silver shit in his mouth is that the Batman got pissed off and knocked his teeth out. Like you know what I mean? He punched the shit out of him and his teeth fell out. And then like he had to get that shit in his mouth. Also, I think the reason he has all the tattoos and stuff is because this is a Joker down the line and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like Batman has changed in this universe, and you'd expect the Joker to as well, right? Because they're parallels. They parallel each other. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like if Superman changes, Lex Luthor does as well. So that's pretty much how it goes. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, but yeah, I'm super excited for this film, man. I can't wait to see this movie. Like I was always hyped for this, especially after I seen the DC animation version of Suicide Squad.
Yeah, it was really good. I like that movie.
Oh yeah, I love that shit. Especially when Joker appeared and he killed that one dude. It was like,
I really like Killer Frost in that movie too. I wonder why.
Yeah, he was cool. He was cool too. But because like he was way bigger in that movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I really like the cast they have right now. It's a really expansive team, but that's really. They're a big team. And I don't think a lot of them are going to make it to the end of that movie, man. I don't think a lot of them are. But it's just like, that's the beauty of the Suicide Squad. They always have, the thing that they always do is, what they do is they're like, okay, we're going to set you into this mission. They take them to the mission, and what happens is one guy is stupid enough to do something stupid. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And they get their head blown up, and they're an example. You know what I mean?
Hopefully it's Captain Boomerang, man, because I don't give a fuck about that character.
I mean, I like Captain Boomerang.
No, man, fuck Captain Boomerang. Stupid ass character.
Hey, man, he's got a boomerang, man.
That shit's stupid, man.
His backstory is stupid as hell, too. Like, it's just like, why stepdad owned the Boomerang Company?
Man, like, you got motherfuckers that can run fast enough to go through time and punch your heart out, and you this motherfucker got a boomerang. What kind of villain is that?
Hey, man, it's a short boomerang. Like,
fuck out of here. Motherfucker got a boomerang.
Why you hate it, man?
That boomerang got fucking weapons on it. Like, what make that shit special?
I'm gonna tell you this, man. Like, if say Batman is fighting this nigga, right? Batman's fought against people with knives. He's fought against people with guns. But how many times do you have to deal with a boomerang? Tell me that. How many times Batman has to deal with a boomerang?
He just shooting motherfucker. Like Batman killing this world now. This is the new universe. Batman popping motherfuckers with gats and shit, man.
This nigga shooting even when he don't need to. He's shooting trackers out guns and stuff.
He blowing people up and shit. What the fuck a boomerang gonna do, man? Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, man, it comes back. You know what I mean? It killed nigga.
Yeah, I see it. It come back. That's all. It's gonna come back to no owner because that nigga gonna be dead about time it makes his route back around. So
yeah, that's gonna be depressing as shit. Can you just imagine that? That's the end of the Captain Boomerang solo movie. Like he throws the boomerang and it never comes back.
He throw that shit and then he comes back and like he dead on the ground and just goes right past him.
And they just turn us into the second Batman movie, like psych nigga. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Yeah, I'm fucking with that. But yeah, it was a cool trailer. I like the vibes. I like the feel that they have. And I was talking to a friend about this. The idea of that. The reason Suicide Squad is such a good idea to be made into a film and stuff is that not only is it a cool superhero film that could save the DC universe as if it needs to be saved, it made 500 million, but it's like, it's a unique idea for a film. Period. Do you know what I mean? Like the idea that the idea that there's a film out there where there's a team of villains where they have to do good things and work for the government, and if they don't, they get the head blown up. Like that's an original idea for a movie. You know what I mean?
Wait, you know, what about what are your thoughts on, because Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool really killed the buzz for this film, because this film is PG-13, I think. That shit was rated R. Like, how far can they go with this film?
I mean, it's pretty interesting the direction they're going in. They're doing sort of what Samurai Jack used to do back in the day to get away from the censors and stuff. Is that they have a lot of robots, a lot of aliens, a lot of things that people don't care about seeing get killed.
True. But I didn't see any fucking robots and aliens in here, dog.
No, like I think there was like some demon or something, right? Where like he showed up and like Katana. Remember when she cut the head off it in the trailer? Like she cut the top of the head.
Yeah.
They can do stuff like that, you know what I mean? It could be as gory as they need it to be. And, like, I feel as if the best part about PG-13 is that it makes the director have to do creative things to show gruesome stuff. Do you know what I mean?
That is a good point.
Like, they can do stuff where Killer Croc goes somewhere by himself, right? And he comes back and he's got blood over his teeth. And they're like, what happened to that one dude? And then he just burps and a bone comes out or something like that. He can do something like that. You know what I mean? Like, he just ate someone.
You're right. And maybe this universe needs that. Maybe they need somebody, like they need something to keep them from completely fucking up and going balls to the wall.
Yeah. And it's like, if you really think about it, Batman was PG-13. Batman v Superman was PG-13 too, wasn't it? It's like, if you really think about it, they got away with quite a bit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I think
So
wasn't the DC shit PG-13 too?
Oh, what you mean?
The animation movie, was that PG-13?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy. I felt it's gonna be fun. Like you can get away with a lot for PG-13. What I do hope is that they keep on like advertising that bummy Batman v Superman R-rated cut. This movie needs an R-rated cut. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. This definitely does. Yeah.
I would watch this, but yeah, that's all I really have to say about the trailer. Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn is so good. I really like it.
Oh yeah, she looks super fun.
Something I noticed in this trailer is that she got a tattoo right above her pussy that says "Lucky You."
Oh, they said that was real. They said that was in the comic books or something. Well, the new version of Harley Quinn. So.
Oh damn! I didn't notice that. That's cool. But, sorry, man. If anything, I should be looking at a pussy. You know what I mean?
But I just can't wait. I can't wait for the XXX version of this, the parody, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
that shit gonna be fire, man.
Oh, yo. Someone asked me about this recently. They're like, "Oh, do you think Marvel and DC are ever gonna do a collaboration, a crossover?" And I'm like, "They did. They did a pool parody, man. They had Spiderman versus." Man. And the thing is, the best part about that is it has so much good production value in that. Like they have legit costumes. I think that porno has one of the best Superman and Spider-Man costumes that we've ever seen since this new one. It's so good. It's such a good costume.
Let's talk about something that you brought to my attention. Spider-Man: Homecoming. Talk about that.
I believe it got announced at the premiere of Civil War. Like people that were in the film and everything, they've seen it. You know what I mean? Like they got the chance to watch it with their families and stuff. And I believe at the beginning of it, Kevin Feige came out. He's like the executive producer and stuff for all of these movies and everything. And he announced that the Spider-Man movie is going to be called Spider-Man: Homecoming. And that's pretty cool because like the whole idea is that Spider-Man has come back to its rightful home. You know what I mean? Marvel Studios is where it belongs, and pretty much the character finally can be done justice. You know what I mean? We get authentic comic book accuracy. Yeah. We get a guy that actually can play. We get an actual kid that can play. We have a 17, 18-year-old, I believe, playing.
Yeah, the other like, people were like 30 and shit.
You want to know what it felt like when I was watching Peter Parker and the other movies? They were good. Like, the first two Tobey Maguire ones were good, and none of the, Andrew Garfield ones were good. But anyway, point being, I always felt like I was watching a grown man trying to play a kid, and I felt insulted because for the Tobey Maguire films, I actually was a kid, and I'm like, what am I watching? Like, nigga, you like 50? Stop that.
Yeah, but you know what? Despite this is being a good sentiment or whatever the fuck is coming home and shit, that name it's terrible. I don't like that name.
I mean, like I said, I told you this before. Like, it's subject to change. You know what I mean? And it's like over a year until the movie comes. Not over a year. Is it over a year? Anyway, it comes out next year. Okay, we're gonna get a Spider-Man movie next year, and there was a couple other things we wanted to talk about the Spider-Man story and everything. Those two things were that there like I think there was some type of like it's either rumors or some type of confirmation and stuff, but the Vulture is being like highlighted as one of the villains that will appear in this movie. Like the Vulture will be in this movie. No, obviously I don't think they're gonna have him as the main villain because he's the fucking Vulture.
Yeah,
you know
the Vulture suck ass. I don't like the Vulture.
The Vulture ain't that bad. He's just the Vulture. You know what I'm saying? And that's all he's ever gonna be. He's not gonna be
trash. The animation series couldn't even make that motherfucker good, and that's a cartoon. Imagine how bad they gonna fuck up on him in the live action, dog. Like, come on.
I know, right, man? Like, he's just a man in a Vulture suit. That's pretty much what he is.
Goddamn Smeagol flying, man. Nobody want to see that shit, dog.
I know, right? I don't know.
Like, if Professor Xavier had a Vulture costume and he put that shit on, and like, that would be the Vulture.
Yeah, man. Like, that should be hilarious. Then it could be like, walk like a fly.
I know, he can't walk. He got to land on his ass and shit.
Like, he conveniently lands in wheelchairs every time.
I know, right?
Yeah. But yeah, that's cool, I guess. But another thing that was interesting is that something I wanted to talk about. The Avengers will I think there's been confirmation at this point that the Avengers will appear in that movie. Like, the reason he's even introduced into this universe is through the Captain America movie. You know what I mean? Like the whole Civil War stuff.
So you saying that the Avengers are going to appear in the Spider-Man movie?
Yeah. Most prominently, they're going to appear.
Okay.
They're going to appear in like Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man. Tony Stark is going to appear in that movie because like he's pretty much been his mentor through the comics for a very long time, and it's like it's the same thing they're trying to go in. Like, they're trying to go in that direction in the movies too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that sort of makes sense because they both like scientists and shit.
Yeah. Like the best way they described it was if there's a guy named Peter Parker that exists in the Marvel universe, he more than likely has a Tony Stark poster in his bedroom. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah, it does because Tony Stark's is like the Hollywood rock star scientist.
He is a Tupac of science. That's what he is. Like, that's the best way to put it. But really, another thing, like the thing that's really interesting is I was looking at the background of how Marvel does their movies and stuff, and what was mentioned was, have you ever noticed how Marvel never does like director's cuts and stuff like that for the movies, right? The reason they do that is because they heavily reuse footage all of the time. So the way I was thinking of it is the only reason they would even have Avengers footage for the Spider-Man movie is because they filmed it for this movie and they're taking those scenes and putting it into Spider-Man. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's like, think about it this way. What would make more sense? They're already here to film Civil War, right? And they can take those scenes and put them into Spider-Man. Or would you spend more money to get all of these like actors into one place and then have them film more exclusive scenes for Spider-Man? No, it makes more sense just to do it while they're already there, right?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense, yeah.
So they'll just take those scenes and put them in that movie, which is really cool. Like, for example, that entire, like, the end credit for Ant-Man, right? That was filmed when Winter Soldier was made. Like, that was not filmed in the same time Ant-Man was made, but it was still in the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just little stuff like that. So it's really cool. I think that this is interesting. I'm really happy for this Spider-Man movie. It's going to be authentic. It's going to be great. And apparently, in Civil War, right? They confirmed there's going to be 10 minutes of Peter Parker outside of the costume, and then there's going to be at least 20 minutes of Spider-Man in the movie. So that is going to be there's going to be enough Spider-Man in the movie for you to be interested in him. They're going to lead up to it.
That's a significant amount of time. 20 minutes? That's a good amount of time. Yeah.
And it's going to be fun, man. Like, you're going to love him and you're going to want to watch his movie. That's really cool.
Hopefully. That motherfucker sounded shy and timid in the trailer, though.
Yeah, and apparently another thing that they said was that the Spider-Man movie will launch other characters in the MCU. They're going to have other characters that appear in the Spider-Man movie
I like that.
That will launch other heroes. So you have to watch this movie if you like the superhero films and stuff. Not to say you wouldn't watch it anyway. It's fucking Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see the Punisher in fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah, and plus if you like light-skinned bitches, Zendaya's in it too. So.
Oh yeah, so talk about that. Wait, never mind. That's a different light-skinned bitch. What is your next thing of news?
My next thing of news. It was the Infinity War stuff, right?
Yeah.
All right, so pretty much with the Infinity War, right? We never actually had any confirmation that any of the Guardians from the Guardians of the Galaxy are even going to be in Infinity War. Like, you'd put two and two together and it would make sense, right? Okay, so the Avengers are gonna go to space to fight Thanos, and the Guardians are already in space, so they have to be there. But like slowly we're getting confirmation because apparently with Civil War we realized that just because there's an event where all of the characters have to be in one place, all of the characters don't have to be in one place. Like Thor and Hulk are not in Civil War, and they kind of should be. Do you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So for the same reason, they confirmed that Thanos and when the Thanos fight and everything happens, Star-Lord will be in Infinity War. The only question really is at this point is that will the Guardians be there? And the thing that's even more interesting about that is since Guardians of the Galaxy 2 comes out before Infinity War, the question is, even if the Guardians do appear, will it be the same team that we know right now? Will new members join the team in Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Do you know what I mean? Because it's just like the Avengers. They're ever-growing teams. Certain members leave, certain members join. But yeah, it'll be cool. And I'm really excited for that. I think it will be really fun to see those two movies cross over and stuff. And it's just nice to know that these characters that exist in the same universe know each other. Just to have a moment where Peter Parker talks to Tony Stark, that's enough for me. You know what I mean? Just to know that he exists. They know they exist, and it's really cool. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about that.
You said Thor's going to be in the Infinity movie too, right?
Yeah. The reason that's important is because people had this theory that Thor was gonna die in his third movie, Ragnarok. People were like, Thor's gonna die. You know what happens? Ragnarok is the end of the world. Thor is gonna die.
What the fuck?
And it's just like, no, Thor is gonna be there. Like Thor will survive Ragnarok, and he will be in Infinity War. Confirmed, 100%.
All right, now let's talk. You mentioned there's some casting changes in the Thor film.
Yeah. Actually, there's a massive list of people that are in these MCU movies that actually don't like being in them. One of them that's actually really interesting is Natalie Portman really doesn't like being in these movies, man. Like,
I mean, yeah, because I take her as like one of the serious actors. I mean, she did Black Swan and shit like that.
She's done really artsy movies, like really like cream of the crop movies. She's like, superhero films? Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what it is at that point. But the thing that I've realized is, regardless of what the job is, if you're paying enough money, people will do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I know Robert Downey Jr. was like, I'm tired of doing Iron Man. But that check kept coming.
And they're like, oh, you're going to be in Avengers 2? Maybe not. And he's like, this guy's appeared in Avengers 3, and he's done a Captain America movie, and it's just like, and they're questioning if Iron Man 4 is a thing that's going to happen. You see what I'm saying? So it's ridiculous. But anyway, the story is, the reason I brought up Natalie Portman was because apparently she isn't returning to Thor, like 3, the third movie, Ragnarok, as Jane Foster. Like, she's not going to be reprising that role. But something interesting is that Tessa Thompson, like, you might recognize her. Yeah, Tessa Thompson, you might recognize her. She's the love interest for like Adonis Creed in the Creed movie, and that's really cool. That's something you might notice her in. And apparently she's going to be in Thor as a love interest, and she's going to play a superhero that will be in the other Marvel movie. She isn't just going to be a Thor exclusive character.
I like that. Okay.
She's going to cross over, and the thing is, the real question at this point with every other thing that they ever announce, the thing that Marvel always does is that they announce one thing, and then everything has another question to follow up. It's just like, they'll tell you about a Spiderman movie, but they won't tell you who the villains are. You know what I mean? They'll tell you about like Tessa Thompson being cast, but they won't tell you who she's playing. You know what I mean? And that's just really what it is. But that's how you keep people interested at the end of the day. It's a business, so it's cool. Yeah, we have more news about the Defenders, right?
Yeah, let's go to the Defenders. Yeah.
Okay, so if you were like following the Netflix shows from the beginning, you would know that their main plan was to get 4 shows out there. One of them being Daredevil, another being Jessica Jones, next being Luke Cage, then having Iron Fist.
Yeah.
And the whole thing that was that kind of threw that lineup like in a loop and just kind of changed plans was the way Marvel works is they base it off success. They base it off demand and like the stuff that people want to see. So what happened was they threw out Daredevil and it ended up being a bigger success than they expected it to be. So what their plan was 4 shows, then the Defenders show, right? So the way it ended up happening is they're already gonna have their 4th show with Luke Cage. Think about that, because they've had 2 seasons of Daredevil because of how successful it was, plus Jessica Jones, plus Luke Cage. That's 4 shows already. They should have the Defenders now, but they don't because of that 2nd season of Daredevil. But something that they announced recently is that we're gonna get it sooner than expected. It is being filmed, and we should expect to watch it by next year. They're gonna be filming it by the end of this year. and we will have a Defender show. So something interesting is, by that point, it makes sense, doesn't it, really? It's like they're going to postpone all of the second seasons for other shows and stuff. They confirmed there's going to be a Jessica Jones second season, by the way. But what they're going to do is they're going to have Luke Cage come out, and then I'm assuming they're going to have Iron Fist come out after that, and then finally we're going to get the Defender show. So that's really cool.
Okay, yeah.
Also, just something to throw out there. Marvel is actually in development. Like, they have 7 shows in development right now. You know
7?
I mean?
God damn.
7. Like, the way they work is that they have so much, so many stories to tell. So many goddamn stories to tell. Like, just one other thing that happened recently was the Cloak and Dagger TV show that was announced for ABC. Like, you just get new shows coming out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, yeah, by the way, that show's interesting too. You should watch it when it comes out. It's about an interracial couple. They get superpowers. And one of the guys' names is Tyrone. He's the nigga, obviously.
Yeah, you told me about that when we did the Walking Dead thing.
Yeah, that's one of the shows that's coming out, and it's just cool, man. We just like the movies, they actually kind of have a lineup for the TV shows too, which is really cool.
Yeah, this is tight, man. I never seen read anything on Luke Cage or Iron Fist. I seen Daredevil.
Yeah, and you know it's about time we're gonna get a Punisher show. You know there's gonna be a Moon Knight show, a Ghost Rider show, a Blade show with Wesley Snipes.
Yeah,
you know,
coming on myself. Yeah,
you know all of that is coming.
Can't wait. Yeah,
yeah, man. Yeah, you know when Universal starts being a bitch, we're gonna get a She-Hulk movie and stuff. All that stuff is coming. You know what I mean? Like,
wait, Universal got Hulk?
Yeah. What happened? It's sort of like the Spider-Man thing. So like Sony still has the rights to Spider-Man, but they let Marvel use the character. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And it's sort of like Universal has the rights to the Hulk, but they let him appear in Avengers movies. That's why we don't have a solo Hulk film.
Okay.
All right. So next story that's really interesting. So it's like Marvel reported that the Inhumans is probably not going to meet its release date. Like, originally it was scheduled to appear in like 2019. The movie would come out around then. But like I said before with the TV shows, is that they base off demand. You know what I mean? They base off what people want to see, when they want to see it, and just trying to keep interest. Like, they've shuffled around like their schedule and stuff all around. Like, I think they delayed Black Panther a while back. Right now it's the same day it's always been, but they pushed it back. Now we don't know when Inhumans is going to come out, but it's all worth it in the end because there's going to be a phase 4, and like we'll get a lot of cool movies then, and I'm sure Inhumans will come out by then. And it's just this idea of that the timeline is subject to change. Like after Ant-Man came out, right?
Yeah.
People loved that movie more than Marvel thought anybody would. They were like, "Wait a second, this is Ant-Man," and it's like this only going to be one movie.
We didn't
but
care
then people
about.
loved it.
Yeah.
Exactly, and it's just like they tried to fit as much shit as they could in that movie, and they were like, "We got Wasp, people. Please give us a second movie." And now the sequel to Ant-Man is going to be called Ant-Man and Wasp. That's going to be the second movie, and we're getting that. It's 100%. We're going to get it before Infinity War, pretty much. So, see what I mean? Like, they can fast-track stuff like that straight away.
Yeah, I like that.
But they have to push that stuff back.
I like making changes on the spot. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, that's the whole thing with Daredevil Season 2. They did not plan for a Season 2. People just loved the show, and they were like, okay, we're going to make a Season 2 before The Defenders comes out. And that's just what they do. And it's really cool. I like it. So, sort of the same thing that happened with Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, it's going to be a trilogy now. And we didn't expect that.
All right, let's move on to DC. We talked a lot about Marvel. Let's go on to DC now.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Another thing is like on this whole topic of like fast tracking movies and stuff, based off that like the success of films and everything, and characters and movies and stuff like that. Wonder Woman was one of the most prominent parts of Batman v Superman as far as the success and like the compliments that were given to that movie were either about Batman or Wonder Woman. And what's
Hello?
happening right now is because of that, the Wonder Woman movie has been moved up by 3 weeks. Can you hear me?
Oh, I hear you now. Yeah, you kind of cut out there for a minute though.
All right, let me. Okay, so on the topic of like movies being fast tracked and everything, Wonder Woman was probably one of the standout like performances and like appearances in Batman v Superman. Like when you have to pick out good things, you're usually either talking about Batman or you're talking about Wonder Woman, right? And moved up by 3 weeks. It's been fast tracked, so that's pretty much what it is. these studios are listening to you. Based on the success of these movies, they're going to move certain films back and they're going to move certain films forward. And since Wonder Woman was liked so much, Wonder Woman is going to be made. And that's why another announcement I'm going to talk about in a second was made because of the success of certain elements in Batman v Superman. It was just testing the waters. What do people like? What do people not like? That's pretty much what it was.
Okay.
Next piece of news about DC is that there was this whole thing floating around with like the Suicide Squad reshoots being because of comedy, and pretty much the director David Ayer tweeted out something that completely debunked the fact that it was reshoots for comedy and the movie wasn't funny enough and all the jokes were in the trailer. All of that's a lie, okay? And the reason for that is we got a trailer we talked about before, didn't we? Like there were plenty of jokes in that trailer, weren't there?
Yeah, there's tons of jokes in there.
And the thing is, they would not have enough time to do the reshoots and have them to that quality and put them in a trailer at that point. So they already had plenty of jokes, and they had them in that trailer. A third trailer at this point. And it's like, he sent out a tweet where it's like, yeah, we are doing reshoots, but we're not doing reshoots for more comedy, we're doing reshoots for more action, because they gave us more money to do stuff with the movie. And they pretty much went to David Ayer, and they're like, okay, we love the movie, is there anything else you can do better? And then he's like, if you give me more money, I can make better action. And then they gave him more money, and he's making better action.
Okay, I love that, because I was kind of sad about them, because everybody was saying he was reshooting because of what happened with Batman vs Superman. I'm kind of happy
that's
to
not
hear.
True.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's 100% just. You know, there was that whole popular thing where it was the conversation to hate on Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
You had to hate on that movie, and everyone was doing it. People were just making that up so they could get like clicks on articles and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Because it's clickbait. You'll be like, oh, this movie sucks. Now that next movie's gonna suck too. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just how it works. And it's just like, no, that's not true. That movie's actually gonna be really good.
Hopefully.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and since we were talking about the Wonder Woman thing before, and like studios listening to like the fans and what they like and everything, Warner Brothers have in fact confirmed that the Batman solo film is happening with Ben Affleck directing. Earlier on, like I think it was a couple days after Batman v Superman came out, it was confirmed that Ben Affleck was writing a script and writing a story with Jeff Johns, like the chief director of like DC and stuff, and they wrote out a screenplay, they wrote out a story and everything. But now it's 100% confirmed he's directing the movie, and we're gonna get a Batman solo film with Ben Affleck. It's gonna be great.
Okay. Yeah, because I like Zack Snyder, but he kind of fucked up, and I have more confidence in Ben Affleck directing.
I think
film.
Ben Affleck's a great director. Like every movie that I've seen that he's made, I like a lot. Like he's makes some really good films, and he makes constantly interesting films too. And I feel like the best part about Batman in that movie was because of Ben Affleck, if that makes sense. And it's like, if you put Ben Affleck in a room and tell him, okay, you need to make a Batman movie, he's gonna make the best goddamn Batman film he possibly can. Because that's the type of person he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there isn't a Zack Snyder in the room that's like, add some explosions, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like throw in a machine gun, they're cool. Like that doesn't happen. And it's just like, it's just gonna be a crazy film, man.
I'm sort of surprised they didn't butt heads, because Ben Affleck being a great director and all. I'm sort of surprised he just went with everything that Zack Snyder told him to do. Like,
I mean, it's pretty hard to get angry at a nigga when you get paid millions.
I mean, it's understandable, but like, damn, like, come on, Zach, Zach, man, I don't think this is a good idea. You know what I'm saying? Somebody should have said something about that Martha scene. Like, come on, man.
I feel like what happened was like what happens is he was about to say something about that Martha scene, and then Zack Snyder pulled out a bag of money, and that nigga was just like, "You want me to say the Martha scene? You want me to cry while I do it too? You want me to suck your dick?" Yeah, I mean, like that money changes your mind, man.
Chris
Money changes the way you
$100
feel.
bills at him and shit.
Yeah, he's like, "What are you trying to say, Ben?" And he just throwing the hundreds at him. He's like,
a stripper and shit. Anything you say, Daddy.
Tucking it into his utility belt.
I know, right?
But yeah, I'm really excited for that, man. Like that entirely just sounds like a good idea.
So what do you think the story is gonna be about? Like what is the source material?
So I feel as if what they're gonna go based off is really death of the family, and they're gonna go for probably Under the Red Hood, and the way those two stories really are, they kind of hinted in Batman v Superman that Robin died. I'm pretty sure that Robin is going to be Jason Todd, and the film is pretty much going to be Jason Todd comes back to life as the Red Hood, and the Red Hood is an anti-hero. He believes that the way that you can save Gotham isn't by killing the crime, it's by controlling it. He wants to become a gang boss and stuff like that. And
wait. Isn't Jason Todd whole thing killing people and?
Yeah. His whole thing is he kills people. He uses guns. He kills people. But that's something that people have been questioning. It's like, why does it matter that Jason Todd kills people in this universe if Batman does too? But
know, right?
but that's a powerfully good point. But the interesting part of Under the Red Hood has always been the fact that it's not about the whole killing thing. It's the fact that Jason is mad because he understands that Batman has the no-killing rule, or before he had the no-killing rule, and he didn't want to kill the Joker. But it's the fact that even after Jason died, he didn't think of killing the Joker. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
okay. Like he's angry with Bruce because he's like, you didn't kill him, even after he killed me. And then the idea is that Jason was like, if he killed you, I would have killed him that night. If I would have done it, why didn't you do it for me? And that's just pretty much what it is. It's just
I love that story, man. I love the animated film they did. I love that story.
Oh, it's brilliant. And I swear to God, if they get at least one scene directly from that, it'll be so good. It's going to be so good. And plus, I've said this before, and I doubt they're going to do it. It would be really interesting if they introduced like Tim Drake, like the third Robin in that movie. And it's pretty much this story of constant like present time and flashbacks. What they do is they have Tim Drake being trained by Bruce Wayne and Batman and stuff, but at the same time he's having these terrible flashbacks of like, oh, I shouldn't be training this kid, man. I remember what happened the last time. And then what happens is he hears about this guy in the red mask shooting people, but he's trying to like, you know what I mean? And it's just like they'll have that whole story going, and it'll be really cool. It'll be really fun. I'm excited. I'm really excited.
I'm sort of. So I just remember something. We forgot a trailer. I just remembered. We forgot about the Joker trailer.
Joker.
Yeah, the Joker. What's that shit called? The Killing Joke. We forgot about that trailer.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Okay. You want to talk about
that? I mean, you can talk about it a little bit, but I ain't got nothing set up for it. But yeah, I guess you can talk about it. Talk about it.
I mean, all I have to really say about the Killing Joke is that Killing Joke is easily one of the best comic books ever made, easily one of the best Batman stories ever written. And the thing is, the fact that it's being made into an animated film only now surprises me a lot. You know what I mean? Like, they should have made it a long time ago, but I understand why they didn't. The film looks really good. I like the stuff they're adding with it. The visual style is really interesting. And pretty much, I feel as if this is going to be the best thing that DC Animation has done for a very long time.
Yeah.
Not to say any of it was bad, which it was, but there was some good parts. Like I liked that new Justice League versus the Teen Titans movie. I liked Assault on Arkham. I liked Justice League Gods and Monsters. I like those movies. Do you know what I mean? But my thing is that this is an incredible team. Like Mark Hamill, you might know him as Luke Skywalker, the Joker voice in every video game, cartoon that is worth playing or watching. And like the Batman voice, like Kevin Conroy, they're all coming back. And Bruce Timm, the guy that did all the characters, it's going to be brilliant. Like the team that they have right now is perfect for what they want to do. And if this movie is bad, I will be genuinely shocked. And it won't be, because it has an amazing team behind it. And they're the same people that brought you some of the best animated movies you've already seen from DC. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited. The script is good. Also, something interesting that they did was they added some beginning part to the story, where they have this Batgirl story, right? Where they have this story that like it's a story that's coming out of nowhere. So it's pretty much it's in there so that you care about Batgirl, like leading up to all the terrible stuff that happens to her in that movie.
Yeah, and that makes sense because I read the story and this shit was short, so this makes sense.
Yeah, it's incredible short. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. They wanted to puff it out. because it's only like what I say is like less than 100 pages even. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What I was finna say something else. I forgot. Oh, didn't I think I heard somebody say that DC mentioned they were gonna tell the Joker's origin. What are your thoughts on that?
Of origin in the Suicide Squad movie, or
No, I said they were gonna reveal his actual backstory.
yeah. In the Killing Joke, that actually is his like origin in the movie and
Well,
stuff.
I don't know
the
about the Killer Joke, but they said it's gonna give him a backstory or some shit.
No. In the comic, he has his backstory too.
He do like his real life origin.
Yeah, his real life origin, and pretty much the origin was like it's supposed to be like he was a comedian and he was trying to.
I thought that wasn't confirmed though.
Oh, so the way that it works in continuity is that's probably the most well-known origin. Like we always go about the idea that the reason he has the white skin and the green hair is because he was thrown into acid or he fell into acid and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
But the reason we're never clear about it is because the Joker, like they'll be like, oh, we know what happened to you, Joker, and he'll be like, oh yeah, that did happen, or did it? And it's pretty much he just messes with people, like maybe it didn't happen. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And it's really cool. Like it's never fully questioned, but if you ever want a Joker origin, you go to that book. The Killing Joke has what I consider to be the definitive Joker origin.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's going to be good. Like it looks like they're going to adapt it really well. Also, another interesting thing, since we were talking about the Red Hood a second ago, the Joker was actually the first Red Hood.
Oh, he was, because he met Batman, and Batman was the one that knocked him into the goddamn pit.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. That was his backstory. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what it was. So it's really cool.
Okay, we tied it all together. Nice little bow. I like that, Mo. You brought it back around and shit.
Yeah, man, I'm getting used to this shit, man. I'm getting decent.
I see you over there, man, practicing this shit in your mirror.
Only thing I need to fix now is that damn connection.
Oh yeah, your connection was horrible. This
I know, right? Those hamsters need to run faster now.
I know, right? Need to get them more cheese and shit, man. Like, get them motherfucking super pellets. But that's pretty much the podcast. The Dark Offenders podcast.
What? The sexual offenders? Who said that?
Hopefully, because I gotta cut this shit to hell. This is gonna be like horrible, but hopefully it's good enough so that you can listen to it. Peace out. If you're curious about what the fuck we're doing in between episodes, please check out our social media accounts, Twitter and Facebook. Also, don't forget to check out the website. Right now it's kind of plain, but in the future we will put up special content. Things you won't get anywhere else but on that website. If you prefer not to watch the episode on YouTube, check out the other alternatives. One is Soundcloud, and coming soon is iTunes. Finally, email us with any questions, concerns, or opinions. We will read those emails, probably even on the show. If you have any questions, have any concerns or opinions, please email us. The address for all these things will be in the video.